Hi guys, welcome to another video. My name's Lee Whitaker. I'm here at the Ashbury Golf Resort on a very gloomy day, so it's going to be, I'm afraid, only studio work today. But those who have followed me on my journey and follow this channel for a while have known that for the last 3 or 4 months I've found a driver that I absolutely love, and that is a TaylorMade Sim Max 2D. Now the one I've been using is a 10.5 degree. It's the Hazardous RDX Smoke 6.0 70 gram shaft. I've been going really well with it, but I've always had that niggling, it's going too high, it's spinning too much, I'm losing a bit of distance because of it. So I'd ordered a new driver. Now I never tested it because this is my fitting club. You only get a 10.5 degree head in the fitting club. So on a bit of a whim, I'd ordered my new club. Well, it's turned up, and that is the TaylorMade Sim 2 Max D, but this one is a 9 degree head. Now the shaft I ordered was the Proforce V2 7F4, which is basically a 70 gram stiff. Now I ordered this because I wanted to compare it to this shaft because I didn't have this shaft in stock. So it's not that I ordered this on a whim and thought this is the right shaft. I know this is a good shaft, I know this is a good shaft, so I wanted to test the two together. So today I'm going to put my 10.5 degree Sim 2 driver up against my 9 degree Sim 2 driver and see which one is the better option for me, because it's been niggling me for months and months and months, and now it's turned up. It literally turned up today. So I'm going to get it on quad. I'm going to put these head to head. I'm going to see which one I think's best, and then it'd be nice to get your opinion at the end by commenting down below which one you think is the best for me. Now, I may switch this shaft out and put this one in it, but ideally I want to keep this completely separate because it is my fitting cart equipment, whereas this is completely mine now. So there's no requirement to keep bringing this back, whereas at the moment I've got to keep bringing this back and forth to the studio all the time because if someone wants to get fitted, I need to use this. So let's get quad on. Let's open up the studio. Unfortunately, will be no on-course testing today for 2 reasons. 1, it's gloomy, it's wet. I don't want to get the camera equipment wet. And 2, the golf courses are jam-packed, absolutely jam-packed. September is such a busy time for us down here at the Ashbury. So there's just no space for me to get out on the course. So it's going to be in studio data. But with GC Quad and the software, we'll get a good understanding, especially with driver, because we're not hitting off a mat. It's irrelevant what we're hitting off because it's hitting off a tee. So let's get it open. Let's hit some balls. Okay, so first club we're going to use is we're going to use the 10.5 degree, hit 6 or so shots, but I know what this club does, but we need it for the data. So I'm going to hit 6 or so shots, and then we'll get the 9 degree head out and see how that performs. Now, couple of things, that 9 degree is set up for me. It's got a mid-size grip on it. It's everything I want it to be. This is just standard, but it's worked well enough for me up to now. So let's see how this performs. Apologies, I forgot to put the screen record on that one, but carry 259, spin at 3.2. That's what my problem is with this club, is that spin at 3.2, and it started right at target and then just faded off to the right a little bit, so it's probably missed by about 10 or 15 yards to the right. But now I've got screen record on, you should see the rest of the data. Yeah, that's my usual shot shape, a little bit right to left. But again, spinning at 3.1 on that one. Everything else was fine. Strike location was okay. High toe, probably turned it over a little bit too much on that one. For some reason recently I've just lost a bit of confidence with this driver. No idea why. That was a good hit. Yeah, that one's what's in the locker with this, and that's why I've loved this club, because when I think about it, I actually hit a really good shot. But again, spin at 2.8, it's too spinny. Perfect strike location, but it's just killing the distance because of the spin. Again, another good strike, maybe a little bit too high on the face. Spin 3.5. You're kind of getting the idea. I'll hit one more, but you're getting the idea about this club, which is why I felt like I wanted a lower lofted version of it. I love how straight this can be for me. Don't get me wrong, the wild drives are still in there. I mean, who's not got still got those wild drives in the locker? But just that spin for me. That felt like a good hit, just leaking out to the right a little bit. It's not too bad, that'll be right side of the fairway. Good strike location, spin down at 2.5, carry 265, probably about the best strike out of the lot. Right, so we've got the data with a 10.5, let's get the 9 degree out. Okay, so onto the 9 degree head then. What I want it to do is bring the spin down and probably get me a little bit more distance if possible. Just a little bit pulley, but it's going to be probably missing left. I think I need to do a video on alignment because it's a big flaw of mine, is alignment. There's a good shot. Carry 276, spin down at 1825. Now that's possibly a little bit too low, but what it is it's better than 3000. Just caught that a little bit too high on the face, which brought the spin down, but it's a good shot down the center of the fairway. Carried 276. Just not very efficient. 114 club head speed, and the efficiency was 1.3 because of the strike location. Get that more in the center. We are winning at life. That's a little bit low heel, but again the spin is under 3000, and because of that it's still carried 254. Oh, I need to be rotating this body more. That's what happens when I heel it. My body gets stuck. I need to be firing those hips. It's low heel. Plus side though, still pretty decent down the fairway. That's better. Fired the hips. Oh, and that's just a great shot. There we go. 284 carry, 2.2 spin, ball speed up at 160. Everything I want a driver to be doing. Just don't see those numbers. I've never seen those numbers really with a 10.5 degree. Fire the hips, Whitaker. Fell off that a little bit, but it's still done okay. Probably a little bit spinny on that one, but it's still done all right at 250. Yeah, it's just a heel shot. Spin comes up, smash goes down. All right, last one then. There's definitely potential in this driver, a lot more potential. It's a good hit. It's just, what's happened to that? It's done all right, it's just heel. But again, decent shot, spins at 2000, carries 269. What's happening at the moment is my efficiency is a little bit down because I need to get the strike out of the heel. I do like the shaft in this though, definitely like it. All right, one more, then we'll compare. That's a great one to finish. So a little bit spinny, 262, but under 3000 again. Strike location in the heel, there's a big thing coming on. You can see here, I'm finding the heel a lot. Definitely need to sort that strike location out because that's what's costing me yardages. Let's compare the two and let's see what the difference is between the two drivers. Okay, so let's look at the numbers then. Top one is the 10.5 degree, the bottom one is the 9 degree. So ball speed first, 152 versus 1454, so 2 miles an hour quicker off the face, expect that, less loft. Launch angle, we're down at 13. There is some standard deviation, puts it up to 16, so they do cross over slightly, but it's this big one here. The spin down at 2.3 as opposed to 3 with a deviation of 400. This is 2.3 with a deviation of 400. And as a result, a bit less side angle involved, and there's an extra 13 yards of carry. Now there is a bit of a standard deviation of 10 yards. And that is all down to the strike location, which we'll look at in a minute. Strike location at the minute is something I've got to really, really work on. But if we look at the peak heights and things like that, then we've, you know, the 10.5 is massively peaking out higher, and as a result, it's coming in steeper, whereas the 9 degrees sort of going more forward as opposed to up. And then look at the dispersion. The 10.5 is quite a big dispersion circle, whereas the 9 is a little bit smaller and a little bit better front to back. But we see the big problem if we look at this. So efficiency is 1.39 with them both with the same standard deviation. Poor. It's a poor efficiency. The head speed is 2 miles an hour or 1.5 miles an hour quicker on the 9, so that means the shaft head combination is making me swing quicker, which is fine. But this is the problem. Strike location with the 9 degrees in the heel. With the normal one, it's a little bit too high. If I had that about there, it would be perfect. So I need to find a way of moving this strike location there. It could be a case of I need to put the RDX shaft into the 9 degree, but honestly, I think it's just swing related, and it's something that I'll do in a future video, is choosing the right shaft for that 9 degree. But I think personally, after looking at both of those stats and the data from them both, the 9 degree is definitely the better choice out of the two because of the distance, the spin, the way the ball gets to its sort of location, as opposed to going up with a 10.5, it's going forward with a 9. I just got to work on strike. So what do you think? Let me know what you think. I think it's blatantly obvious that this new 9 degree head is certainly better for me in regards to the numbers. I've just got to spend some time now and work on strike location with driver. It's really difficult because a lot of people think I might play a lot of golf, but most of my practice is when I'm filming. I don't actually spend time practicing and working on sort of strike location and certain things. So I definitely need to put some time by and put some time into the driver, because quite recently my confidence levels were sky high with the driver. You know, I was finding fairways for fun, but recently it's all changed and I've had to revert to using the 2-iron. Big Oggie's golf day that I went to, I literally hit 2-iron everywhere apart from the longest drive attempt, where I got the driver out and actually found the fairway and did quite a good drive. But I'm not confident enough to take it in tight locations, whereas a 2-iron I am. So I definitely need to spend some time with this driver, just hitting shot after shot after shot and working on strike location and everything else. And I think even there, I didn't feel like I was swinging max out, but I'm up at 114 club head speed as a max, sort of averaging 110, 111. If I get the strike better and the efficiency better, I'm carrying 270, 280 all the time without feeling like I need to put all that effort into it. So it's definitely something I need to work on. As far as this goes, definitely going in the bag now. The numbers speak for themselves. It's just down to me. I'm putting some time into getting used to it, but yeah, in the bag she goes. Anyway, I hope you've liked that latest episode of the Road to Pro School. If you have, please do give this video a thumbs up. And also, if you are not yet subscribed, please do subscribe. There is a little subscribe button down below. It's completely free to do and it does help this channel grow. So thanks again for watching and I'll see you all on the next video.